all get
Could I
nervous.
switch seats with you for this?
Well, I guess after Brian Levy, having two of your really good friends do your best man speech is one of those situations. With everything else going on for the wedding, all the planning involved, Brian kept asking me about the speech. At first, I thought he was concerned about us getting up here in front of family and friends. I was wrong. The reality is there's two best men. And two best men can think of a lot more stories about Brian Levy than one best man.
Family, friends,
I'm Matthew Cross, and I've been friends with Brian for about 10 years. We met shortly after college, and we were roommates for a while, several years.
So, for those of you who don't know me or just don't recognize me with my sweet new beard, my name is Brian Finney. And over the past 15 years or so, Brian Levy has been my classmate, my tenant, my roommate, and most of all, my best friend. And like Matt, I struggled tonight to find the perfect story. And it's not because there's a shortage of stories or because one is funnier than the next, but simply because each one is geared towards a particular audience. And I guess luckily for Brian, all audiences have come together tonight. So rather than stand up here and embarrass you for the next 15 minutes, we decided to take a look and see who Brian Levy is.
no PowerPoint.
No, we have no PowerPoint. So who is Brian Levy? Mr. Finney and I were thinking about this speech, and we wanted to get up here and help everyone understand our friend, Brian Levy. To be quite honest with you, I don't really understand the guy myself. These days it seems that people want to find out about what their friends are up to, they go to Facebook. And while Brian Levy is very much into the Facebook, Mr. Finney and I are not. I'm proud to say that neither one of us is on Facebook. So because I don't have access to Levy's Facebook page, I went to the next best place for an answer. Google. I typed in, who is Brian Levy? I really did this. Now, even though our friend Brian Levy is not very common, the name is. So as you can imagine, several things came up. There was a Brian Levy lawyer. And while that's impressive, I couldn't really do anything with that. There was a Brian Levy casting director. Now, he does work for NBC, but he's an account executive, not a casting director. The next one that came up was perfect. There was a Brian Levy supermodel. I thought, isn't that interesting? My friend Brian Levy thinks he's a supermodel. You may find this hard to believe, but when Brian was in college, he did some modeling. While posing in a charity event for his fraternity. Now, I didn't know him in college, but the reason I know this is true is because he keeps the video around to show anyone that will watch. I think I saw it within the first few weeks of actually meeting Brian. And we were going to show it tonight, but this place didn't have a VCR. So if anybody still has one of those, he'd be more than happy to show it.
So when I sat down to think about who Brian Levy is, a couple things jumped in my head right away. And I jotted them down under the title, Levyisms. So the first one, intelligent. Brian Levy considers himself more intelligent than 95% of the people in this world. But he's smart enough to know that the top 5% will probably laugh at his foolishness. Logical. Brian Levy can't stand it when people say they've given 110% of their effort, because it's physically and mathematically impossible. Inquisitive. Brian Levy often wonders who would win in an Animal Kingdom cage match, and would gladly engage in an hour-long debate on the subject. And for the last time, it's polar bear over crocodile. So, my last Levyism does require a short story, and it takes us back to Hoboken in 2007. And I was running a small refugee camp out of my 2-bedroom condo. In this camp were me, my girlfriend at the time, and now beautiful wife Stacy, our dog Sammy, our friend Derek, who is the only paying occupant of this camp, our other friend James McQueen, and of course Brian Levy, who, for reasons unknown, both fled their perfectly good dwellings for the safety and comfort of mine. Now, in this condo there were 2 beds, one for me and Stacy, and of course one for Derek, a couch, and an air mattress that inevitably would deflate itself before morning, and which our dog Sandy also considered to be his bed. So each Sunday night around 11 o'clock, a contest would start to see who got to sleep on the couch. Now, I don't remember the particulars of every contest, but I do remember Derek had one underlying rule, and it was whoever did a shot of whiskey was instantly awarded bonus points to the chant of
Bonus time.
exactly. So on a given Sunday night around midnight in this condo, you could find a half-drunken James sleeping comfortably on the couch,
First down.
and Brian curled up on the soon-to-be deflated air mattress with my dog Sammy. Now, Brian found himself in this uncomfortable position not because of his hatred for whiskey at 11 o'clock on a Sunday, nor for his love of my dog Sammy, but simply because of his willingness to please all others around him, no matter the cost. So, my last Levyism, and incidentally one of the keys to a happy marriage, is selflessness.
So who is Brian Levy? In all seriousness, the Brian Levy I know is dependable, he's punctual, and that's not a joke, he's always on time. He's good-hearted, as Fitty said, he's extremely selfless. And most importantly, Brian is one of my best friends. And I know that this is what Brooke has found is a best friend. This Brian P. Levy is one of the best friends you can have. He'll be right there with you when you're having fun. He'll also be right there with you when you need some help. And Levy, I can't thank you enough, because throughout these past 10 years, you've helped me out more than you know. I also can't thank you enough because we've collected a number of great stories. Brooke, I know you both love to have fun together, and I also know that through any hardships that come up in life, and they always do,